gonna hit him so hard?
I don't hit soft.
What are our directors?
We prepared. We investigate. We put bad guys in jail.
What's he think he's gonna do?
Just like the good old days.
Yeah, you on the sidelines while I do all the work.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you my review for Season 2 of Reacher that has just finished on Amazon Prime. This time round, Reacher, and I have covered the first 3 episodes on the channel, but this is the review for the full series, full Season 2. And this time round, Reacher is reunited with members of his old military team, his military police team that he puts together back in the day, and it turns out that basically they are being systematically killed by somebody, and Reacher is not going to stand for that at all. So he teams up with the surviving members of his old military police team to figure out what is going on, and he uncovers a conspiracy where someone is trying to kind of sell illegally missiles that are going to directly affect the United States defense and make it weaker. To say nothing of the fact that Reacher is just out to get those that dare attempt to take out his team, former team members. Right. What are my thoughts on Reacher Season 2? The first thing I want to say is the first season of Reacher was, I think, absolutely fabulous. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm a big fan of the Jack Reacher character. I have read some of the books, not all of them, only a handful of them. I kind of, when I'm going around charity shops in the UK, I tend to have a look in some charity shops and see if I can see like Reacher books and stuff like that. So I think I've got about 12 of them now, and I've not read all 12 of them. But I first became aware of Jack Reacher, as probably many of you did, years ago with the Tom Cruise movies. He did 2 movies, Jack Reacher, which was based on One Shot, and Jack Reacher Never Go Back, which was based on the Never Go Back novel. I didn't know about the Jack Reacher character until then, and then I've soon learned, as many of you will have done, that there was quite a lot of controversy about the Tom Cruise movies because they look nothing like the character as described in the books. Hence why, when this TV series started, they cast someone who looks physically more closely aligned to what Reacher looks like in the books, and that's Alan Ritchson, sorry, because he does. I mean, I think Reacher's described as 6'5" or something like that in the books, and I think in reality, Alan Ritchson is 6'3", I think. But I mean, to be fair, he does look very much like Jack Reacher, or Reacher as he likes to be called, as we know, and he's nailed the character. He really, really has. So a lot of people kind of dismissing the Tom Cruise movies, and I think that is a little bit unfair and a little bit unkind. If nothing else, Tom Cruise, with his star status, managed to bring a lot of eyes to the Reacher franchise, and I very much doubt that if those movies didn't exist, I seriously doubt whether this show on Amazon would exist. So we do have a lot to be thankful for Tom Cruise for. It led us to a very accurate creation of the character of Reacher. Season 2, how does it hold up then in regards to Season 1? I think superbly. This time round, he's got a lot of comrades by his side, his ex team when he was in the military. There's a few faces that you see returning from the first season, but not many. You get a little cameo from the police detective that he worked with in the first one. For one of the episodes, but for the most part it's this team basically trying to figure out who's killing their comrades, why they're doing it, and similar to the first series as well, he teams up with like a New York cop that initially I wasn't keen on, and then you can see like this respect develop between them. The season is packed full of action, as you would expect. It probably a little bit more action than the first season. And it feels completely different as well in regards to the setting. Obviously, Margrave compared to this. The first one was always all set in Margrave, whereas this one it's a little bit different, and it's different locations. He's going to different places, sort of thing, with his team. There's some great chemistry between the cast. You've got Reacher and the member of his team that he was always attracted to when he was a superior officer, and Summit develops there. You've got Robert Patrick here as the main villain. And it goes from episode to episode, and it just gives you enough each episode to kind of make you think, yeah, I can't. Each episode kind of finishes with like a really strong line from Reacher, what makes you want more, all a bit of a cliffhanger. So it makes you want to come back for more. And I like the fact that when this season dropped, they gave you the first 3 episodes, I believe, because I reviewed the first 3 episodes on this channel. And then the rest of the episodes were episodic every week. Now, a lot of people haven't got a lot of time for episodic episodes. However, I really enjoyed the format. I mean, sometimes if they just drop them all at once, you just binge watch them and it all kind of blends into one. And while this is episodic, well, certainly 5 episodes of them, it kind of left me wanting more, so I was really looking forward to every Friday when it came on Amazon Prime to watch. And it became part of my routine every Friday evening to make sure I watched Reacher. And if I didn't get a chance on that Friday, it was definitely on the Saturday morning. And I like that. You know, it makes you excited to watch the next episode. So I thought season 2 was on par with the first one. At times it was better, at times it felt different, at times you could argue it was maybe a little bit worse, but out on balance I think it was brilliant. And I think Alan Ritchson now is really getting a fantastic handle on this character of Reacher. You believe him, you know, he's badass. I mean, some of the fight scenes in this thing are absolutely brutal. And funny too, you know what I mean? It's got a sense of humour, this show, even though it's dealing with some pretty brutal stuff. You know, the fact that the colleagues, their ex-colleagues, are being killed and all that kind of stuff. A little bit of mystery as to who's involved. It might be somebody that you know, it might not be. Kind of keeps you guessing. But for me, it's a superbly made season. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I had a great time with Reacher season 2. Very, very excited for season 3. We already know that they're filming season 3. He showed that Alan Ritchson in December that they're already on set filming it. So I can't wait for the next season. No idea what book they're gonna make into season 3, but whatever they do, I'm sure they're going to do a great job. So yeah, I strongly recommend. If you've not checked Reacher out yet, you absolutely should. If you don't have Amazon Prime, you can get the first season on Blu-ray, and I'm sure they're going to release the second season on Blu-ray as well. You really are missing out if you think there's a real lack of male heroic masculine characters on TV and in Hollywood these days, because there are many that will make that argument, and there's people that can make strong arguments for and against this. However, there is no doubt that Reacher is, in a lot of ways, an old-fashioned masculine hero, and he's massively popular, not just with men, but there are women as well that are certainly enjoying this show and enjoying this character, because there are many women that are fans of the Jack Reacher books as well. So yeah, thanks for joining me, guys. I hope you enjoyed checking out this review. Don't forget, if you get a chance to watch Reacher season 2, make sure you do, and I will of course be back with plenty more reviews and content on the channel very, very soon.